Tomorrow, you see, he looks, he sees.
If we get our cameraman to turn around.
How dangerous is Oleksandr Usyk? He might not possess Deontay Wilder's explosive knockout highlights or the intimidating presence of Mike Tyson. All right, let's get into it. The story of this man goes much deeper than just his exterior. One thing in boxing that really frustrates fans is when champions or big-name fighters avoid challenging opponents. They dodge left, right, and center, coming up with every excuse in the book. He doesn't bring money to the table, they say. Or, fighting him won't prove anything. Some even claim, he said something mean at the press conference, so I'm pulling out. Really? Come on now. Take Tommy Fury as an example. Mate, you made yourself look a right clown there, didn't you? Glass houses and all that. You get the point. Cherry-picking opponents to keep an undefeated record is sadly common among the so-called big boys. But there's something uniquely dangerous about a man who takes on all challengers, regardless of money, profile, size, or reputation. This man, Usyk, is exactly that. With over 300 amateur bouts to his name, he more than paid his dues before turning professional. 9 fights into his pro career, he got the opportunity to fight for his first world title. And what did he do? He snapped it up without hesitation. His opponent, Glowacki, was undefeated and no easy challenge. But Usyk dominated the fight, barely, losing a round. Just 2 fights later, he entered the World Boxing Super Series, chasing the historic title of Undisputed cruiserweight champion. And of course, he achieved it with flying colors. But nothing, absolutely nothing, proves how fearless this man is more than his move to the heavyweight division. Sure, he started with a light touch against Chaz Witherspoon to test the waters, but after that, it was straight into the deep end. He faced Derek Chisora, the gatekeeper of heavyweights, and didn't flinch. While Tyson Fury fought Chisora much later as WBC champion, Usyk fought him in just his second heavyweight bout. Bold, right? And don't forget, during this time, he was calling out the reigning big dog, Anthony Joshua, who held 3 belts. Fast forward, and we all know what happened. 2 fights later, Joshua had no answers, and a new king of the division was crowned. Even after Fury dragged out negotiations for an undisputed fight, Usyk didn't take the easy route while waiting. Instead, he fought Daniel Dubois, a fight we now recognize as a masterclass victory. Finally, after months of back and forth, the Fury fight materialized, and Usyk once again showed why he's the best. He's never been about taking shortcuts. He thrives on challenges, and his career is a testament to that. But Usyk's bravery extends far beyond the ring. When war broke out in his home country of Ukraine, he joined the front lines to defend his nation. He didn't have to, but he chose to. Even after seeing devastating things, he returned to boxing to continue representing Ukraine on the world stage. His decision to fight wasn't driven by money. Despite the huge financial rewards at stake, his legacy and pride came first. This was clear during negotiations with Fury. When Fury demanded a 70-30 split, Usyk didn't argue. He simply said, "Fine, let's fight." He cared more about making the fight happen than about his paycheck, a rare trait in the sport today. What makes Usyk so dangerous isn't just his mentality, it's his unpredictability. His right hand is a masterful tool, constantly in motion to block, parry, or set up combinations. His head movement keeps him off the center line, making him almost impossible to hit cleanly. Add to that his unmatched footwork and ability to cut off the ring, and you've got a nightmare opponent. To this day, Usyk's chin is one of the most durable in boxing. He's taken heavy shots from powerhouses like Chisora, Dubois, Joshua, and Fury, yet he's never been wobbled or seriously hurt. His defensive mastery is a big reason for that, but when punches do land, he just shrugs them off. And let's not forget his relentless aggression. Smaller than most heavyweights, Usyk still keeps his opponents under constant pressure, wearing them down mentally and physically. His incredible stamina allows him to maintain this intensity for all 12 rounds. It's no wonder he's a nightmare for anyone who steps into the ring with him. Lastly, what truly sets Usyk apart is his unshakable composure. Whether it's trash talk during fight build-ups or tough moments in the ring, nothing rattles him. Fury, known for his mental warfare, couldn't get under Usyk's skin. In fact, it seemed like Fury was the one losing the mental battle during their press conferences. So, call me a fanboy if you want. I don't mind. Usyk's achievements speak for themselves. Beating Joshua, Dubois, and Fury, the three biggest names in heavyweight boxing over the last 5 years, proves he's in a league of his own. He doesn't just fight, he conquers. Anyway, let me know your... When Oleksandr Usyk secured a 12-round split decision victory over Tyson Fury last May, he became the 45th heavyweight in history to claim the title of lineal champion under the Marquess of Queensberry rules. On December 21st, Fury will have the chance to reclaim that prestigious title. Of the 43 previous lineal heavyweight champions before Fury, only 12 had the opportunity to regain their title against the fighter who dethroned them. Fury now becomes the 13th to face such a challenge. History, however, doesn't favor Fury. Out of those 12 who tried, only 4 managed to succeed, a mere third of them. Floyd Patterson was the first. He lost the heavyweight title in June 1959 when Ingemar Johansson stopped him in a disastrous third round, knocking him down 7 times before the fight was halted. A year later, in June 1960, Patterson avenged his loss, delivering a stunning knockout with a perfectly timed left hook in the 5th round. Patterson became the first boxer in history to reclaim the heavyweight crown, a groundbreaking feat considering that, for more than 60 years prior, 8 former champions had tried and failed. Muhammad Ali was next. Ali's second reign ended in February 1978 when Leon Spinks defeated him in a split decision, making Spinks the champion in just his 8th professional fight. 7 months later, Ali outpointed Spinks in a unanimous decision, reclaiming his title and earning the unique distinction of being the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion, a record that still stands. Evander Holyfield followed. In November 1992, he lost the undisputed crown in a thrilling bout against Riddick Bowe. 1 year later, Holyfield narrowly defeated Bowe in their rematch, becoming the 3rd man in history to reclaim the lineal heavyweight title. Finally, there's Lennox Lewis, who lost his crown in April 2001 to Hasim Rahman via a devastating 5th-round knockout. In their rematch later that year, Lewis exacted his revenge with a spectacular 4th-round knockout, reclaiming the title and becoming the 5th to do so. It's worth noting that George Foreman also regained the lineal championship, but his achievement came more than 20 years after losing it, and not against the fighter who dethroned him. For Fury, this means that out of 43 previous champions, only 4 have managed to reclaim their crown against the same opponent. Still, Fury is fortunate to even have this chance, something Vladimir Klitschko never got when his rematch with Fury fell apart. Anthony Joshua provides a different but interesting comparison. While Joshua was never a lineal champion, he was a 2-time unified heavyweight champion. After losing his belts to Andy Ruiz Jr. in June 2019, Joshua outclassed Ruiz in their December rematch, winning comfortably on points. However, when Joshua lost to Usyk in September 2021 and faced him again in August 2022, Usyk once again emerged victorious, this time by split decision. Similarly, Fury doesn't need to overhaul his strategy to stand a chance. In their first fight, Fury had notable success, particularly in rounds 3 to 6, where he used his jab effectively, landed solid body shots, and controlled the action at times. However, Usyk regained momentum by round 8 and dominated the 9th round, battering Fury and leaving him visibly shaken. Despite this, Fury's resilience allowed him to finish the fight, and the split decision suggests it was a competitive encounter. Fury's physicality, which has been a key asset in past fights, was surprisingly underutilized against Usyk. Incorporating a more physical approach and better conditioning could play a significant role in the rematch. At 37, Usyk's age might also work against him, but Fury's inconsistent fitness and performance in his prior fight against Francis Ngannou raise questions about his readiness. While Usyk enters the rematch as the clear favorite, it would be unwise to completely dismiss Fury's chances. With adjustments, determination, and strategic execution, Fury could potentially turn the tables. The stage is set for December 21st on DAZN PPV, a thrilling pre-Christmas showdown that promises to deliver. What are your thoughts on Fury's chances in the rematch? Share your opinions in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and have a great night. As always, you know Quasimodo predicted all of this. The Furies have once again stirred up a storm in the boxing world, their fiery tempers showing no signs of cooling. This time, they narrowly avoided being upended by the same man who handed the towering Tyson Fury his first defeat. Arriving in Faiz Isa, Saudi Arabia from Malta, the challenger underwent intense training in preparation for the rematch of the Unified World Heavyweight Championship. Tyson Fury was accompanied by his trusted team, including coaches Sugar Hill Stewart, Andy Lee, and his father, John Fury. Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk also landed in the country ahead of the showdown, preparing for a week filled with media tours, press duties, and conferences. As the days passed, the anticipation for this monumental clash only grew stronger.